Hello, Afropolitan.
How are you, sir?
You know, funny thing is that people think as colleagues we see each other often.
And we don't. I think you saw the excitement when I walked into the studio this morning.
Yeah, because we're like, wow, we haven't seen each other in a long time.
No,
Because, I mean, you are in the afternoon and by that time I'm out of the studio, I'm out of the station, yeah?
Exactly.
It's good to have you back.
It's good to be back. It's good to see you. I was telling the team that I'm actually so nervous. I feel like I should be saying it's just after 5 o'clock, Afropolitans, and the markets have closed. But it's a different hour of the day.
Hell no. So I'll say to you what you say to David, top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning to you too, sir.
Now, the last time we spoke was March 2017.
Oof. How things can change in just 2 years, right?
It's only 2 years.
Only
it feels
2
like
years.
3 though.
It does. It does. But a lot has changed, and you're quite right. I was younger, excited,
Yes.
bushy-tailed, and so eager and enthusiastic to join the KayaFM family.
I think you still are.
I am dealing with a lot of other personal issues
Yes.
that later unfolded and came out.
Yeah.
And I think just not necessarily ready for the trajectory that I was going to go on.
Yeah. You didn't think it will take you this way, right? You
Yes
knew
and
something good was going to
no.
happen, but did you expect what's going on?
Not this quick. Not this quickly. And I'll tell you why, Uncle T. I guess I've always wanted to host a radio show, if, you know, going back to the earlier days when I started in my career, specifically at MoneyWeb, where I used to literally just read business news headlines. And you know how it is. You put on your news anchor voice,
Yes.
you articulate and enunciate correctly, you try to get the markets right and, you know, add a little bit of enthusiasm. But I always thought, goodness, you know, I'd like to, you know, challenge these individuals on key business issues and talk about money in a more relaxed way. So I listened to Stevie B. The opportunity came to do the show, but I didn't think that the awards and the progress and the acknowledgement would come this quickly.
David Dotsali is taking SMMEs to Rwanda.
Yes.
And I know you have a lot to talk about, you know, the intracontinental trade.
I'm so envious of David making his way to Rwanda there with a wonderful team of entrepreneurs, and it's really focused on Kaya business travel. And as you know, in true Afropolitan fashion, we've traveled many parts of the continent, from Zimbabwe, Zambia, Nigeria, Senegal, and this time we're looking to really get a better understanding of the East African environment. So Rwanda is a great starting point, and many people really know it because of Paul Kagame, the president who took over leadership following the '94 genocide against the Tutsi. But it's become such a dynamic economy. Number one, it's very clean, Uncle T. I mean, you get there's not a single piece of paper on the floor. It's one of the legislative policies that at a particular hour of the day, everybody needs to pick up litter on the ground. So incredibly clean. Their people are also very cultured and down to earth in how they operate when it comes to business terms. So it's a great opportunity for Afropolitans to really get in there and understand, you know, how they can exploit, or rather take advantage of the business opportunities that exist on the continent, and, you know, building up on the partnerships that we're looking to have.
It's going to set you back about 25,000, but what a great opportunity.
Rather that than splurging it on a weekend with, you know, pretty young things, right? Rather than.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you. And by the way, it is our 22nd birthday.
Yes.
KayaFM turns 22 today.
22 is an amazing age, I think.
Is it?
I think
Do you
so.
remember?
I do.
This is 2 years before you said I do.
Yeah. I wish I could go back. But 22, wrapping up studies. Maybe not very clear on what my goals and ambitions in life were. And I think also that's a mistake we tend to make when we're young. We tend to think this particular career path that I'm studying or keen about is the only thing I'm ever going to do in my life. And sometimes that limits your thinking with regard to the broader picture.
Sure.
That actually the world is really your oyster, and you can do so much more with the time and the, you know, and the opportunities that you have. So 22, don't rest on your laurels. Explore, explore, explore.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that your message to your 22 yourself?
Definitely. Make sure you have a passport, travel the world, explore, don't limit yourself, and be willing to work for free. Earn your stripes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, earn your stripes.
And which is important, eh?
Very. Because sometimes we get lost in this glamorous lifestyle thinking that, you know, all these financial accolades and achievements need to come very quickly, but a good thing takes time, Uncle T.
This is, by the way, one of the 200 million Guardian young South Africans who are just making it in the film and media space. Gugulethu Mfuphi, award-winning broadcaster, financial journalist, my colleague, Afropolitan.
That sounds so wonderful. Say that last line again.
My colleague, Afropolitan.
And that's a big deal for me, Uncle T. I grew up listening to people like yourself and DJ Fresh and Lee Kasumba, so many more. I mean, even the boss upstairs, Greg Maloka, back on YFM. And I think at the time, because my brothers always used to play YFM, and you listen to it and you think, okay, it's this crazy, wonderful, youthful station that does all these fun and amazing things. And then my dad has this talk radio station on. So I grew up in a world where you are exposed to both these worlds, you know, of the intellect and the ongoing political conversations to keep you aware of what's happening in our current day society, but yet just the life enthusiasm and dynamism of being a young person. So I don't take it for granted that I have the opportunity to work with people like you that I grew up listening to and like, oh, by the way, I used to.
It's amazing.
Right?
I'm glad. Keep shining, dear.
Thank you,
Keep
Uncle
doing
T.
what you're doing, right? And I think we're going to close it off, I think, with her message to Kaya FM, musically speaking. When are you going to play a song on your show? At least one. How Maragugu? One.
Wakapina is wrong, Uncle T.
Your song.
My song.
Yes. Just one.
Don't you want the Tito Mboweni Kaspa maybe?
I
Right?
don't care. If that
We
makes
keep it aligned.
Bring it on.
We'll speak to Neil and see if that can happen.
This is Gugu, man. Don't have to speak to anyone. Chris, what? We can't play a song.
Which song?
Free. Be free at 22, right? Yeah. Be free at 22, like I'm saying, is Gugu's message to Kaya FM. Keep shining, my dear.
Thank you so much, sir.